Now, they've been accused of overcharging the government tens of millions of pounds for electronic tagging contracts. Now, the Serious Fraud Office has been called in to investigate the private security firm G4S. And it's not just